Welcome, everybody, to the first edition of Thirsty Thursday in my new, what is called a studio area. I am not all the way set up yet, but I'm getting it kind of going here. A little bit, slow to start, but we've had some terrible weather here lately and been trying to get moved and stuff. So really trying to get settled in. I hope you like it. I'm going to work with it a little bit, but I got the fireplace going over here. I got the mantle. And you look up there on the mantle, who do you see? We dig it. Mr. Gene, just passed 900 subscribers recently and cruising towards 1,000. Hashtag Monday Digs, everybody. So I set up a poll question today, and my poll question today was basically, would you rather buy your treasure hunting gear from a small independent business, or would you rather spend your money with the big boys and get it there? And most people there's a resounding yes. So he's not quite here yet. My guest only has limited time tonight. Thank you, Gene. Appreciate that. He only has limited time tonight, but he is the epitome of, the small business model. I haven't learned a whole lot about him yet, but he seems like he's got a really great sense of this treasure hunting community and has got lots of interesting stuff to talk about in a short period of time tonight. Gotta get this thing off my screen over here so I can see. It's not going to work, is it? Oh, there it is. Get it on live chat there. Get that thing up. Let's see. All right. I'm going to, while I'm waiting on him, he should be arriving here in the next 5 to 6 minutes or so. I'm going to run through some chat, and the chat is blowing through tonight. So you guys are great. I can't thank you guys enough for showing up every single week. I appreciate it. And the chat is fast. Oh my gosh, you guys are blowing me up today. But no, really excited. For your information, in our area, next week's guest is going to be another different style guest other than what I normally do, but it's the same theory, and you're going to get some insight. I recommend everybody show up next week and bring a buddy. Next week's going to be really good because there's some real life treasure hunting stuff. So I'm real excited about the next 2 weeks. First off tonight, John Hunter was in the chat. Thank you, sir. Miss Mary Monarch, my arch nemesis, likes to give me crap. Mr. Tim, Alley Cat Treasures, what's up, my brother? Nice to see you. IU won tonight, by the way, bro. Let's see. 508 Magnets, Mr. Josh is in the house. Starry's Lost and Found, Mr. Steve is in the house as well. Look at everybody cruising in. 717 Orlando, what's up, my friend? Oh, looky there. PA Relic Hunters, Dave. I think PA Relic Hunters is going to be on with Marlon this Sunday. Check him out. I see. Let's see. Got you guys. There's Miss Kathy, Pond Scum, Magnet Fishing. How's Miss Kathy doing today? Glad to see you. Hope you enjoy yourselves. Mr. Barry Katz is in the house. We had a good time last night at Iron Antlers. That was a lot of fun. Detect Dig and Smile. Peter, how you doing, sir? Nice to see you guys chatting it up today. Ram Detect and Mark. Nice to see you, brother. I hope you are doing well. Tin Man. Willie, what's up, bro? Nice to see you. Gary's Metal Detecting. Hashtag Monday Digs. There's Mr. Gene at We Dig It. Cruising right along. There's Mike from Metal Detecting North Carolina. Had him on a couple weeks ago. What a great stream. Really enjoyed the time I got to spend with Mike. That was fun. There's Mr. Lou, Indiana Tones. Are you home yet, Lou, or are you still in Florida? Jason, what's up, my brother? Relic Reaper, Mr. Don, how are you doing, sir? Dude, I got so much stuff I could probably talk for 2 hours tonight with all the stuff that I could talk about. I hate to say that, but I could just sit and run my mouth. Fat Magnet Guy, what's going on, brother? Nice to see you, sir. Man, I tell you what, this chat just goes. Everything Treasure is in the house. Hello, hello. Getting down here. Looks like everybody's consistently talking. There's Mr. Jim Steele. Plugsy's in the house tonight. What's up, Plugs? Nice to see you. Hey, there's Steeler Stacker, and really fast before we get too far going today, Steeler Stacker is doing a giveaway wheel this Saturday night. Check out his channel. It's for Don the Metal Detective. Don has donated some great prizes. If you want to donate to Don and to get part of this, it's $5 an entry. It is the numbers. It's the $, capital Don, capital TMD for Cash App, $5 entry fees, and there's gold and silver. There's some great prizes in there for that. Her son has had some serious car problems, and they're closing in on their goal, but they have not made it yet, so they still need a little bit of help. Dawn donates to everybody's live streams and stuff like that. She's always very helpful when needed, and we should try to find a way to help support her a little bit. The Fox on the Ground Detecting. What's going on, my friend? Nice to see you. And the good news is I think my guest has arrived, so I'll get him here in just a second. Oh, Danny boy, just a digging. I finally made it to a stream. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to figure out who Oh, Danny boy, just a digging is. I'm not familiar with the name. Let me get Steeler really. Well, I got a lot to get to. Tanner, Michigan Magnet Man. There's my brother right there. He's blowing up on TikTok. Combs Treasure Extractors joined us and helped us out on Monday Digs. Thank you. Cal Adventure to Low. What's up, my brother? Nice to see you. I'm going to skip on forward here in just a second so that I can grab my guest because I know he's on limited time today. Niagara Treasure Relic Hunters. Thank you. Thank you. Bone Dead Heathens. Had fun last night. Let's see. There's Squatch. Squatching After Dark on Friday nights. Jason's the man. Have a lot of fun over there, too. Lost Boys Recovery. Mr. Andy's in the house. And I saw a super chat come by, and I'm going to skip right down to that. And then we'll hopefully get in there. There's Miss Alex. It's in the blood. There it is. Metal Detecting North Carolina. Good googly moogly. Fill up that relic cap. Oh, dude, I got plenty to put in there. I'm just being selective right now. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and skip to the bottom here. I'm sorry I missed anybody. I just don't have the time tonight to get through everyone, but I thank you all for being here, and I'm ready for you to welcome our guest. This is Mr. Dustin Ray of Wrays Treasure Shop. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Not too bad. I told everybody this is kind of a new way for me. This is the first time you and I have had an actual conversation other than, just chatting back and forth on Facebook. And I know that you've got kind of a limited schedule tonight. So first thing I wanted to get into, I read that your guys' treasure shop's been open since 1967. Tell us a little bit about the shop and its history.
Yeah. So my grandpa started the shop in 1967 while he was working at Cummins up in Columbus, Indiana. And I guess my grandmother ran the shop while he was at work. Then whenever he got home, he took over. And we've been a distributor for like Tesoro for many years until they went out of business. And like I said, we've been around since 1967. My dad worked with my grandpa. My aunt has worked with my grandpa. Then whenever my grandpa retired, my dad took over. And then I've been helping my dad with it.
Yeah. So, I mean, so you're becoming like the minority at this point. At this point, you've got big online websites that are dictating the market. What is it about your treasure shop and your selling detectors that's kept you open all this time?
I think just the reputation of my grandpa being out there for so long. We've been around. We've been doing the treasure hunts. We go to multiple treasure hunts a year. Having our club that we have there helps out a bunch. But And Facebook has helped a bunch lately. Just trying to keep us out there.
Yeah, I mean this is one of my friends come across your post about your club, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how, and then that's when I decided to direct, have a conversation with you, and and the more I saw that, the quicker that I learned. We're gonna get to some of the, Wrays Treasure Shop is on Facebook. Everybody go over and like that page and sign up over there just to kind of, that way his posts get out there when he posts up, because you know what, the small business is dying in America right now. It's a really tough thing to accomplish, and they're trying to maintain a family business, and small business is what we need to support as much as we possibly can. So at least everybody go over there. Let's go on really fast to the other part of this deal. How long has your metal detecting club been in business, and tell us a little bit about how that works?
Well, our metal detecting club was started in 1975 by my grandpa. We're the Hoosier Hills Treasure Hunters. Um, we've had meetings every month ever since 1975 at our shop. We go through and have a small meeting, and then we do a seated hunt also during the meeting. It's $20 to join the club for the entire family. So anybody, you know, husband, wife, um, child under 17 years old, it's all included for the $20. We have raffles that go on, door prizes that we give away, and we just do a lot of different stuff over the year.
And the quick question that the other thing is about the, having the club. So the club, the treasure shop. In the treasure shop, I saw us a few pictures. I haven't had that much time. Peter, thank you for posting that. I definitely appreciate that. Let me pin that really fast, get it hit. And let's get that thing, comment, pin it up there. Right there. There it is. Okay. That one's pinned. It's a thing. You guys take your Facebook over there and definitely join Dustin in and over there on the website. What you got? I think you mentioned to me that you got a couple seeded hunts coming up. Drop some information and plug those really, and so that you can kind of get it out there, because we do have some Indiana support around us, a little bit east of you, a little bit south, and a little bit north. So go ahead and plug that out.
Okay, so our first hunt, I'm going to read this off my paper I've got here. It's actually called the Indiana Open Treasure Hunt. It's on June 25th and 26th this year. I think we have 7 hunts over the 2 days. Let me double check the price here. It is $160 for both days to hunt. We put silver out in the fields, mostly dimes. We have a little bit of clad that we put out like in the morning hunts and all that. We have tokens for prizes. We gave away over 300 prizes last year at the hunt. 3 metal detectors, a Garrett pinpointer, and just a bunch of other stuff that was donated by Garrett and some of our suppliers that we have. But that's our spring hunt. And then this year we decided to have a 1-day hunt on September 17th in honor of my grandma. She passed away this past year. Her name was Mona Ray. She loved to be out metal detecting all the time at all the hunts and all that. But I think we're going to have, it looks like, 2 hunts for the normal fee. And then we have a big silver hunt, which will be all quarters and $half, silver $half out in the field. It's an extra $50. So the normal hunt is $80, then $50 for the extra hunt. And then we are having a free kids hunt that day also. And at both hunts, we're having a detector throw. In the spring hunt, the detector throw is $2 a throw. We put a pin out in our field. Closest to it wins. The winner gets an ounce of silver for that one. And in the spring hunt, we're doing the same thing. And the winner gets a silver eagle is what we're doing for that one.
Wow, that's really cool. At some point, be sure that you send me all that information, since you've been a guest on here, and I will be glad to promote it when it gets closer. If you like the format, you can come back up and we'll talk about it again, especially when summer gets rolling around a little bit.
Yeah.
Definitely want to support any of the local treasure hunting around here, because where I live, I technically live in northern Kentucky, but I hunt Switzerland and Jefferson County. And there's nothing here. We don't have anybody. When I saw that your club was, when I seen Hoosier Hills on it, I knew that refers to like the Jeffersonville, for that conference of sports. So I just knew that it had to be really close. Then I guess you live in Scottsburg, correct?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, wow. So, I mean, that's the old stomping ground as a teenager, man. That was one of the fun places to cruise when I was a kid. But with all that going through, are you carrying every branded detector right now? And if so, what do you personally like to use?
We carry the major brands of metal detectors. We carry Garrett, Mine Lab, XP, and then Nocta Macro. We still have a few Tesoro items that are used. For the seeded hunts, I always use my Tesoro metal detectors because I don't need anything that goes super deep, because when we bury the coins, they're about 2 or 3 inches deep at the most. When I go out hunting, like at parks and stuff, I use my Mine Lab Equinox 800.
And everybody's still pretty high on the 800. Are you on the list? How soon does you as a distributor are you going to get your Nocta Legends?
I'm not sure. They said just whenever they get them in, they'll start shipping them out.
Yeah, I saw that they shipped this week. I've got one on pre-order. I definitely like the Nocta Macro equipment also, yeah. But that's the thing. It's not very common that whole families get out and do the whole treasure hunting thing. You say your grandpa really kind of instilled that in all of you. Yeah. How old were you when you started digging?
I actually started when I was 2 years old. So at one point in time, I was the youngest person to ever use a metal detector, as far as I know.
Yeah, that's got to be fun. I guess you couldn't dig a pretty clean plug then, could you?
Oh, no. We used to have a hunt up there. It was called Treasure Week. I don't know if anybody's heard of that. It started at our place. It moved to Ohio. Then now it's out in Pennsylvania because it outgrew our place. At one point in time, we had 300 hunters there and over 1,500 people on the property. And then back in 1987, I think it was Lost Treasure came out and did an interview with my grandpa and about Treasure Week. And they actually had me out there as the youngest hunter. And then they had another person that was the oldest hunter there. So I think I was about 3 years old about that time.
Wow. Man, that's a really weird thing, because, most of the people that are in here, and I want to thank everybody that's been in here today. Make sure that you guys take care of Dustin and Wrays Treasure Shop on Facebook. And I will post the flyers for his seeded hunts and stuff, like, when he gets that stuff to me. And I'll definitely be a continuous supporter. Definitely got to get up and see your treasure shop at some point as well. Being a long history of treasure hunters, if collectively through your family, what do you think the best find that's been found is? What do you think is the most impressive find, and where'd it come from?
I know my dad and my grandpa have found cannonballs, but they were in one of the seeded hunts. And that's one thing that they always had out there at the shop that everybody always liked to look at. I think my dad and my grandpa's probably between the two of them, they've probably found, probably 75 to 150 rings between the two of them.
Wow.
Then I think my best find so far was a few years ago. I found a 14 karat gold money clip at a park.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's probably the best thing I've found.
Yeah. So, as far as old coins and stuff go, I haven't really got to do much digging in your area. I dug up in Seymour at the city park there one time, and that was the one place I dug up there. I also went to another seeded hunt up in that area at a state park. I can't remember who it was that put it on. I didn't have much fun at that thing. It was like that. It was like the shallow speed hunting. Everybody used the Tesoros. I didn't enjoy that much. But you're in the same category that we follow. The guys around here, we follow Morgan's Raiders, looking for Civil War stuff, and we've got a pretty good path of them following just north of us. You got any Civil War stuff that you found, or Doug?
I think I found one 3-ring bullet since I've been metal detecting, and I know my dad and my grandpa found quite a bit of that stuff. Maybe not around this area, but when they've went out different places, I'm sure they've found that kind of stuff.
Now, you see, earlier on, you talked about your dad coming in here tonight. Uh, does he still go out and dig? Do you guys still dig weekly? If you live it every single day and run a shop, is the desire kind of get drowned out by having to do it as work?
Yeah, we don't get out as much as we'd like to, of course, because we're running the shop and have other stuff that we got going on. But we try to get out as much as possible. And my grandpa, he's in his 80s now. He wants to get out, but he just physically can't, stay going at it for a very long time.
I've never come across the full family that is into the hobby, like most of the people in here. This crowd here, I was telling you before, it's metal detectorists are pretty avid. That's where it started, but the magnet fishing and panning community is pretty heavy in here as well. Do you sell magnets, and do you have any panning equipment in your shop?
Right now, we don't sell any of the magnet stuff, but we have all kinds of painting equipment. We're actually getting ready to go to a show this Saturday. It's the Midwest Gold and Treasure Expo. It's up in Boone County, Indiana, but they always put on a good show there.
Yeah, I didn't realize that that we didn't really realize that there was gold in Indiana until we went over and panned in Ohio last year, and so you're pretty close to the thick of it. I know definitely east of you, around Brown County, and then south of there, and some of them creeks there, that there's been quite a bit of gold found. My digging partner found quite a bit up there, here recently. So we're going to kind of pan a little bit more this summer when it gets really hot and you can't go out and dig.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the club, the club thing. How many members do you have in your club?
Right now, I think it's between 10 to 12 of us right now. A lot of our members are older, getting older, so we're always looking for younger people to join, which anybody can join, but we're looking for some younger people to join up because there's not too many of us younger people anymore.
Yeah, and you're right. It does seem like it's a retirement type of hobby for the most part, and it doesn't seem like now we've got some 9-year-old little girls that dig some amazing stuff that come in here, but they're in pretty good locations. But you're right, it does seem more like of a retirement type of hobby and stuff like that. Is that generally what you find in the shop, that most of the people that are nearing retirement, that are bored or looking for something to do, pick up the hobby?
Yeah, we seem to get a lot of that. We do get some younger people coming in, but they don't seem too interested in like the club or the seated type hunts that we do. It seems like they want to go out in like the farm fields or parks and stuff and see what they can find, which we all like to do. But, I grew up around all the seated hunts, so that's what I mainly like to do.
Yeah, see that it's just a whole different it's a whole different thing. Some of the seated hunts, I guess they're fun for a little while, but I guess the natural find is what a lot of us really tend to crave. Do you are you a history fanatic as well? Do you do the research, or are you specifically like the seated hunts and stuff like that?
A little bit of both, really, but hey, I do some research and try to find some older locations to go. I know we've had maps from where my grandpa had them from some of the old parks and stuff around the state, and just some of the old maps around the counties that were around. But everybody's starting to pick and choose those places now to try to hunt, so it's harder to get into certain areas.
Yeah, for sure. I noticed a lot of the parks that we used to dig, it's getting harder and harder to find good targets. We've still got one park that we still keep pulling some really decent stuff out of, but we're digging it to death just because sooner or later it's going to dry up.
Yeah.
So Dad and Grandpa's obviously retired, and you and Dad run the shop, and then family besides that.
Just us two right now, and unfortunately, right now we're only open a couple days a week, just because we have to have other jobs to make sure we can still do the shop stuff. But anything, we've got a website out now, so anybody can still look on there, and we
That's
can get
raystreasure.com.
yeah, wraystreasureshop.com.
Somebody post that in the chat, please. Look it up and post it.
And then if you need to get a hold of us, you can always message us on Facebook anytime, and we'll try to get back with you, anybody, as soon as possible. Or you can actually call the shop and leave a voicemail, and we'll try to get back with you as quick as we can.
So I think of our regulars that are in here. One of the guys that is an Indiana guy is that one right there. That's Brian. He's down closer to Evansville area. In that area there, I got a couple of guys that are in your area. We've got a couple that are in New Albany, Indianapolis, in that area. And definitely, if you decide to go remote, being able to access and join your club, I will definitely bring 4 or 5 guys over to kind of, if you can do remote meetings and we can actually make it work out, I would love to kind of join in and help you make sure you can keep some of your things going. Also, what 2 days a week are you guys open?
Right now, it's just Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're hoping to get it open on the weekends a little bit more. Of course, we're open during the club meetings. Anybody can come out and check some stuff out if they want. But those are the only 2 days we're open right now, unfortunately.
Now, do you pick up? I mean, does your business pick up in the spring, or is it mostly Christmas time? How's the rush of business for a local owned treasure shop?
And right now, it's been hit and miss. With like you said, the online buying actually does hurt us quite a bit. But it's just hit and miss. Some days or some weeks we'll be really busy. Other weeks we're, kind of slow, but we still get enough phone calls and enough business, like that. And we're even like considered a small coin shop also, because we do buy coins and sell coins there, and scrap silver and gold also.
Wow, I definitely the next opportunity I got, Tuesdays and Thursdays are definitely normal work days for me, but I'd love to come up and see the shop and say hello, and maybe bring some of my guys with me, because that's just the thing, is that there was a shop in Florence, Kentucky for a little while, and it shut down. It was the same type of shop. Everybody just kind of closed them up. I was actually kind of in awe to know that there was still a family owned, metal detecting shop. It just seems so unheard of right now with the way like Kellyco is, and Kellyco sponsor. I'm an affiliate of Kellyco right now because there's nothing really else. Mm-hmm. So it just really hit me like that. And I know that your schedule was kind of tight tonight, and I do appreciate you taking the time, especially not knowing me very well. I've normally not had one of these kind of interviews with somebody that I don't know at all. So I'm glad that it's worked out pretty good and that you showed up today, because I was kind of nervous about it. Like it's just different when you don't know somebody, and you've been real easy to talk to, and I definitely appreciate it. Also, everybody, make sure that once again, RaysTreasureShop.com, and then Wrays Treasure Shop is also on Facebook. Stop by there and tell Dustin that you saw him here tonight. Show him some love, and maybe share that channel out a little bit, because these guys are, it's hard for small businesses to survive in today's society, and especially when it's family owned, and it does get tight because money gets tight. But man, is there I was going to give you a few extra minutes today to kind of go over anything else that you wanted to talk about. You got anything else that you want to hit on that's coming up for you guys, or anything like that?
I think mainly is just our club. Our next meeting is actually March 6th at 1:30, and it's at our shop there in Seymour. We're not actually in Seymour. We're about 14 miles out of Seymour, so we've got plenty of ground to hunt on and all that. But I think that's the main thing. And then the 2 hunts I talked about earlier. And we do go to other hunts around, and I think like we go to Oktoberfest in Seymour to set up at the flea market. So there's other places you can find us sometimes other than at the shop.
Does dad still look forward to getting together to go to all the seeded hunts and stuff? Does it kind of get the juices flowing?
Oh yeah, we always look forward to those, and we've known a lot of the hunters that do those for probably. I know one guy the other day mentioned like 40 something years he's been coming out to our hunts. So
Wow, that's just amazing. There it is right there. Ken, thank you. Yeah, if anybody's anywhere that's in here tonight's anywhere close or on the replay, anybody that that is close to here, share this information out. Tonight's all about promoting, small business and Wrays Treasure Shop, and helping them, stay afloat in this market and kind of grow a little bit if that's actually possible. Get a little bit. Indiana, James, he's in Indiana. You said 14 miles outside of Seymour. Oh, you're on State Road 58.
Yeah.
Is that the Eastern West Road?
What was that?
Which highway is that? 58. I'm trying to remember.
That goes from it leads from like Bedford area to Columbus.
Okay.
It runs all the way up to Interstate 65 at exit 64. So if you got off of that exit, we're about 17 miles from Columbus, Indiana.
Oh, so it's kind of you said 14. Okay, so you're in between Columbus and Seymour then, basically.
Yeah. The closest little town to us is called Freetown. And it's one of those towns you blink, you miss it. So
absolutely.
Yeah, we go by
like I said, yeah, I was saying, you living in Scottsburg, that's still a pretty good little drive for you guys. Is that where your dad and grandpa live? Do they live closer to that and you just drive up?
My dad actually lives right on the property next to the shop. And then my grandpa lives just up the hill from the shop. So I think in the family, we've got about 88 acres on that property. So we got plenty of place to go hunt.
Got kids that treasure hunt yet?
My daughter's yes and no. She doesn't want to go out and get dirty, so.
Oh, well, she's a little girly girl then, huh?
Yep, she wants a metal detector, but doesn't want to go out and get dirty.
Yeah, that I can see that, and obviously that you're working full time and running the shop too, so that's a big task right there.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody in the chat today got any questions for Dustin today? If you do, go ahead and address them to me right here, and then I'll ask away. Back to I did a seeded hunt up there a few years back, and it was just west of Seymour, and we stayed in Seymour, and I'm trying to remember what that was. I can't remember the name of the hunt. I'm trying to remember the name of the guy that runs it. Are you familiar with that? What I'm talking about?
So that is probably the Indiana Treasure Fest out at Scarborough. Yeah.
Yep.
We know a lot of the guys that run that, and we used to have a hunt out there for a while. Our club did, but it just got harder and harder to do. So our club kind of stepped away from it, but we still show up there all the time. And that's a little bit, it's harder to do that hunt because it is on like a state park almost. We've got permission to do that hunt, but normally you can't hunt at a state park like that. But we're about 10 miles from that hunt.
Yeah, it was definitely, that was the first time I'd ever went to a seeded hunt, and it felt very strange, just everybody just rushing through, and it felt weird to me at that point in time. I guess a bigger, more wide open format would suit me a little bit better as far as a seeded hunt goes. And we weren't really, I don't want to say that, we didn't enjoy ourselves because we came home with a bunch of silver coins, but it was just definitely different. I wasn't used to the whole scene, so I wasn't sure if I liked it or not.
Yeah.
So you got the two
seeded from a lot of people.
Yeah, it was different, and there were people came from all over. They were all over, but they almost treated it like a business in a sense. They're there to get absolutely as much as possible because you could trade your silver back in for other stuff. It was, and they were just out there speed walking and swinging. I was like, that was just not what I was about. Hey, there's FL Thunder, Mr. Digging with Rob today. How's it going, sir? Thank you for stopping by. Well, Dustin, I really, like I said, appreciate you coming in tonight. I'll be glad to do any promotion that you guys have. You can send me anything over Facebook, and I will definitely post it on my channel and call this basically Wrays Treasure Shop as a friend of the channel, and gladly promote you guys. If there's anything else that that can come up about the remote joining the club and the guys that I'm with want to join up, we'll definitely chip in for that too. And I hope to get a chance to meet you fairly soon.
Okay. Thank you for having me on your show today.
Go ahead.
It's always nice to meet other people that like to get out and metal detect that we don't actually get to meet on a regular basis.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's I can say about metal detectors. Most of the time is that most people are a very introverted, recluse type of people. They don't normally interact with other people very often. We've really tried, especially here in the YouTube community, we've tried to really socialize with one another and kind of, mainly get into interaction because, the typical metal detectors was the quiet guy in the park that never said nothing, that just swung his metal detector and went about his business. And we always try to kind of get everybody together and interact a little bit more. I think it's kind of changing the dynamic of it a little bit.
Yeah.
But man, I got a couple more little quick questions for you here, and then I hopefully I'll get you out of here on your time frame today. What's the main thing that you haven't found in your life that you're looking for when you go out digging? Is there a bucket list coin item that you want to find that you have not come across yet?
I would like to find a silver dollar. I still haven't came across one of those yet. Me and my dad were talking about that today while we were at the shop, and he hasn't actually found a silver dollar either in all the years he's been out metal detecting. I think that's on both of our bucket lists there.
I tell you what, I mean, the best I've got is what's on my neck as far as size goes, and that's a half. I got the Walking Liberty half, but never a silver dollar. The quarters, the quarters elude me. I've still not found a Standing Liberty quarter or a Barber quarter. Those are two that I would love to come across that I haven't found just yet.
Yeah.
What about a relic? What's a relic that you haven't found that you'd like to find?
I guess it would have to be a gun because my grandpa found a pistol one time. So I said that'd be pretty neat to find, especially an old revolver or something.
Now, that's what the magnet fishers are all about. They're all about finding the guns and finding the guns and calling the cops, man. They seem to like that. Hey, Don, thank you very much. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for joining the membership program. Getting ready. Oh, yeah. My other guy that's going to join us here in just a little bit is there's going to join me here in a little bit to finish the night out. He's definitely showing stuff off. By all means, I'll definitely shoot you a text probably tomorrow or something, and we'll communicate a little bit about figuring out something else about getting up and seeing your shop and coming up and meeting you guys. Definitely would like to get up your way and I'd like to just come up and see. I want to see the shop, and maybe if I can, I'm going to try to find a way to join your club. It's a little bit out of my way, but I'd like to participate and help. And it was really nice meeting you, and I thank you for your time today.
Okay, not a problem. Thank you.
Dustin, I will catch you after a while. I'm going to go ahead and grab Mr. Ken. Hey, Ken, what's up, brother? And I will hit you up later, Dustin. Thank you for coming on tonight.
Okay, thank you again.
All right, that's Dustin of Wrays Treasure Shop. All the links have been posted. I will go back in the description today and put the website and the Facebook page. Make sure you like the group, and if you want to, definitely stop in there and share it out a little bit. Maybe we can, if you've got any friends in this area that can help support their small business. Dustin, I'll catch you next time, my friend.
Okay, thank you.
See you, man.
What's new, Shane?
I've been busy as heck today. How's Ken?
Good.
Have you okay, well, I'm going to go back and since we've got a little bit different group in here right now, I want to hit back up on Dawn in here again and make sure everybody knows to go over to Steeler Stacker on Saturday night. Dawn is put up some great prizes to help her son. Her Cash App, all her information on Cash App. It's the $ capital D in Dawn, DAWN, capital TMD. And if you want to send over, it's $5 an entry. They're closing in on what they need to complete their goal this week. And Steeler Stacker was nice enough to do that giveaway wheel for her. Steeler, by the way, I just got you put up on as a moderator. Please do yourself a favor and promote yourself in here. It's always nice when everybody promotes. Hey, Nathan. Thank you, sir. Glad to see you. It's nice to see you every time in both streams, my friend. And it's really good. I appreciate that very much. Ken, what's new in your world? What's new for your channel this coming week? Because I know that you're cruising right along. So what you got coming up next?
You know, I'm still working on that. I'm kind of filtering through some of the videos, trying to determine what will be fun to put together. I'm hoping to get my new Kratos magnet here soon, and I can start doing some magnet fishing while it's still cold out. And maybe go out with Venture Delo or Michigan Gems, and maybe try out some magnet fishing. Have them kind of tutor me a little bit.
Heck yeah!
Get the magnet wet.
You know, I didn't really notice before, but there is so many people from the state of Michigan that are in this community, and everybody's really close. Hey, thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. What's that? I want to hear that. I want to clip that one. Where'd it go? Look at that. Hey, brother, you look great in your new studio. Nobody's ever told me I look great. That's nuts. That's
awesome.
I think that's pretty solid right there. I'm going to, you know what, for the rest of today, well, like I said, we were on a time constraint tonight with Dustin. I want to go ahead today and drop this link out today and open this thing up today for anybody that wants to come on and promote today. So we're going to drop the link in the chat here. I hope it's the right one. Yeah, it is. So anybody that wants to come up and do a little promotion today about what you got going on, you want to talk about Monday Digs, we can do that. Give you all the opportunity today. Let's see who comes up when I fish. It's always a crapshoot who's going to click in.
Hey Shane, how long ago did you get your magnet? And
let's see. I've had magnets for a few years. I had a 400-pound brute, an 850 brute, I think, and I wasn't very fond of those. I wasn't having much luck, and then I bought my Kratos magnet. I don't know. I think just before I met Tanner last year was when I got it. So I would say end of last summer, and I've probably only been out 3 or 4 times.
Really? What size magnet did you end up getting?
I got the Titan 3800 360, and it's a beast. It's a bad boy.
A little difficult to pull off like a bridge and stuff once it sticks.
You know, I've gotten it stuck several times. I've been lucky. Okay, Sonia. Just in a few minutes, I will, because I'm gonna let Miss Dawn come on here for a minute and let her talk about Saturday, because Saturday's real important. They're struggling to try to get enough money to help her son, and I'm going to let Dawn come in here and say hello today.
Sorry, I'm trying to get where I have light.
Are you hanging outside again or something?
Yeah, I was.
I know it. There she is.
Don't tell anybody.
Who am I going to tell? There's only, so many people in here.
Oh, I know it. Okay. All right.
So,
my son.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, well, I still can't get where people can see me. Crap.
Joey, thank you. I really appreciate that. I look forward to being in here every Thursday night, sir. That means a lot.
Okay. I put my robe on. It's cold. My electric bill this month was $400.
In Texas?
Yes.
How does that happen?
Because it's been cold, and I mean, like yesterday, it never even got out of the 30s. And living in Texas, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
But
So I didn't get all the details on this on this little fundraiser. And by the way, thank you for donating all those great gifts. $5 an entry to put on a wheel for that is amazing. It's something that's really cool. What happened with your boy that started all this, where he needed the money?
he got rear-ended twice in a week. And we really don't want to turn it in on insurance because he already has a reckless driving ticket. Yeah, because, he's a boy. So, anyways, we're trying to raise enough money to get his car fixed and get it back on the road.
I got you. And I know you had a goal set, and I know that the actual numbers aren't really that important, but I know that you have not quite made your goal yet.
No, sir, I have not.
You getting close?
Getting close, but we're not quite there. It's $5 a donation per spot. I have placed 12 donations on the wheel. The last one, you want to be the last one on the wheel because it has 2 silver rounds and a gram of gold.
A gram of gold and 2 silver rounds. That's a lot. And that, I noticed that I know Steeler didn't tell anybody what he's putting on there yet, but
he didn't tell me. I don't know what he's putting on.
But silver and gold, that's huge. So everybody, there's multiple ways to get a hold of Dawn. You can the one that I is easiest for me was $Dawn TMD on Cash App. But there's also other ways. If you want to get in contact with her and want to donate for an opportunity to win some of this good stuff, it's there's a lot of good prizes on there, and there's going to be 15 prizes given away. And you say that's at 6:30 on Saturday?
It'll start at 6:00 for those who are waiting to Saturday to actually get on the wheel.
Okay,
but then the wheel will be drawn, I guess, at 7:00. Steeler is in charge of all that. I just put my stuff up there, and he was kind enough to do it for me.
Right on. So since I opened up the panel today, we've had several others join in since you got here. And Dawn, I'll do everything I can to help you make your goal. So definitely throw me a text later, and we'll see how you did today. Hopefully you pick up a few more donations. But I'm going to grab Lou, Mr. Indiana Tomes, since he's been sitting down there waiting patiently for a hot minute.
All right. I will jump up here so that you can get other people up here. But
Dawn, this community appreciates you, and we think a lot of you, just so you know that.
Thank you very much. You'll make me cry again.
I know. Go on before you start.
All right. Thank y'all.
Bye, Miss Dawn.
Bye.
Mr. Lou.
Hello, Shane, Ken, Dawn.
How was Florida, my brother?
It was good. I really wanted to hunt with Rob, but it was really tough with my 3 kids. With all the things we did all day, we were exhausted. And when you rent a car, you have to be really careful with sand getting into the car. They'll charge you $250 to $300. So I was like, leaving the beach, cleaning the car. It was just hectic. Yeah.
So you didn't get a chance to dig with Rob. I made sure I spent one day with Rob when I went down there. We drove from over by Universal's where we were staying over to Tampa to hang out with Rob one day.
Awesome. I'll be going down there more, so I'll definitely try to meet him next time. We're going to probably leave the kids home next time.
Yeah, Rob's a lot of fun to dig with, and he's got you got some pretty good spots down there. So did you guys stay in Clearwater? Is that where you stayed?
Right near Clearwater, Springs or something like that. It's like 5 minutes away from there, right near Tarpon Springs. In
Tarpon
between.
Springs.
Yeah, right. It's all near each other, but we got a good week and it was beautiful weather. And we just came back today and it's cold.
Yeah, going to Florida and then coming back up north in the wintertime is not fun.
Yeah,
So,
I wish I was
well,
there.
man, I'm glad you guys had a good time. I watched. I saw your. I've been catching your Friday streams, and those seem to be doing fairly well. Have you been out hunting quite a bit? Besides that, I mean, are you still doing the lives on TikTok and stuff?
I am. I'm almost at 4,000 followers. One live stream, it said 200,000 views. I couldn't believe it. From people going in and out. There's a lot of interaction with that. Those lives. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you really get it. It feels like TikTok. You get a lot more interaction with your channel and with your content. So
For sure.
I slowed down on TikTok in the fall and the winter, and I'll pick it back up in the spring and the summer. But it's a lot of fun. I got one more in the waiting room today, and you know what? I'm not even sure I want to bring him up because it usually when I bring him up. Or I'm in a live stream with him, it goes straight down the crapper. So I'm going to apologize for this right now because
here it goes.
At the end of the day,
Wow, really, Shane?
Hey, you know what? It just seems like my ability to keep myself under control and not say dumb stuff. But you show up and my filter goes out the window. I turn into a heathen. And it ends up being a mess.
Yo, that's crazy that you would say something like that. So for that reason, I'm out.
Here we go again. Not unless I say so.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Indiana
really?
Tones, what's up, my brother?
So the one question that I didn't get a chance to ask, the other question I wanted to ask you that I didn't get a chance to yesterday. Yesterday was fun. I had a good time. It was a lot of fun messing with everybody. But how is your wrist coming along? I haven't really got a chance to talk to you about it. Quit trolling me. Answer the question.
Oh, okay. So my wrist, it's going all right, man. I'm just doing the physical therapy thing. They actually said that I shouldn't be lifting more than a pen or a pencil, and that's not happening. So, but they said basically it's ligaments. So if you end up like screwing that up, you can be back to square one and have surgery all over again. So I've been trying to like chill out a little bit. So.
Yeah, I realized that it was a sensitive deal, and so you have no ETA on when your life's going to go back to normal, do you?
So basically, they said that they're gonna do it for a month. They'll check over and see how everything goes or whatever. They'll probably do it for another month afterwards. Because what happens is the ligament had like a little teeny screw that goes in and screws it down, and the bone has to grow over it in order for it to heal thoroughly. And if that doesn't happen, and I screw it up, the screw's gonna come out, ligament's gonna break again, and I'm all over square one. So ligaments and tendons are very serious injuries. So when you like break a bone, you could break a bone and be back to work in like less than a month. But when it comes to ligaments and tendons, it's just it's a tough break. So.
Yeah, I see the comment in there like that talking about Lou's skin tone. He got some sun.
Oh yeah, man, he did. He looked like a lobster, bro.
Do you remember that picture last year? I think it was Rob FL Thunder. How much of a lobster he turned in that one time, and he lives down there.
Oh yes.
That was pretty funny. But
Absolutely.
Lou looks like he just got back from Florida.
It was in the 80s. We got a good week, so it was good.
80s in February.
Yeah.
Man,
I
wish
I
could
normally
say
end
that.
up with white raccoon eyes
Farm
because I
stand.
wear sunglasses all the time. So you don't seem to have those.
Yesterday was 67.
Well, it was warm here, and then as soon as I'm off for work today, it was 30-some degrees and raining. I mean, it just never seems to fail. but I've got a lot of work to do down here. What do you guys think about this setup so
I
far?
love it. I love it, man. You look
Looks
awesome.
great.
Oh,
Looks
that
great.
that looks awesome.
Looks
No, I'm just
cozy.
kidding.
Yeah,
No,
well,
you really do. You look awesome in it, Shane. Seriously, it's way better than the screen background that you had in the other one,
I know, and
and
I
being
was
in like a 8x8 closet or whatever, even less, right? It was like 5 foot by 5 foot, right?
basically I was in a corner of a room, and it
Mm,
was 8 foot, or it was 7 foot wide, and it was 6 foot deep, and I had to put a green screen on the back because
yeah.
the room behind it is completely under construction, because that's where I had the
Mhm.
roof leak. And so we just got moved out because we hadn't had a chance to get it fixed yet. So we were just getting moved out. We got everything squared away. And so I put the green screen up, and I moved out of my dining room because it was so hard to do my stream in the dining room, because the dogs was coming through every night. It was just a mess. My son is, for lack of a better terms, an idiot most of the time. So, it was really tough. So I went in this little corner of the world for the last few months.
It
And
worked. I mean, hey, you
yeah, it was
look where
okay.
you are now.
But now let's see, well, technically the size is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 14 by 20 a whole space. And I'm only utilizing about an 8 by 8 space of it right now.
That's
I still
awesome.
haven't spread it out. But
Hmm.
it's definitely different. It's a little echoey in here. My house is Sonia is talking about it, but my house is my dog thinks the house is haunted. He's still not comfortable. He won't leave my wife and I's bed. He doesn't want to come out. So
Yeah.
he's still a little spooked. Cal, let me put that in the chat really fast.
Hey, Ken,
Sure.
how's those headphones?
They're working pretty good, man. Thanks for the
Heck yeah.
recommendation.
I love them, man.
Been tired of headphones in the ear all day long, and the
Yes.
bone conductivity, that's pretty
Oh,
cool. Except for music.
And
Bothers
the
me a little bit.
charging is amazing, isn't it?
I've never had it go dead on me yet.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Crazy.
amazing.
It's just when you get that
Sorry, I
loud
put it in.
noise, it starts to buzz a little bit. It feels like you got a bumblebee on your face, but that's kind of annoying.
Thanks, Joey.
Pretty
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah,
What
I
kind of
like 'em.
headphones are we talking
Recommendations, really
about?
awesome.
Are you
These
wearing
are
the same
the
thing?
Oh yeah, it's a fad. You got to keep
The-
up with Brockton.
You guys look like you guys look like you could be brothers. I mean, Ken, you look a little bit thicker, on the frame than Brockton.
Insulation. It's insulation.
Are you both chromed up on top? Are you both chromed?
Pro? Huh?
Are you bald like Brockton?
Oh gosh, no.
Bald, man, bald.
Mine's in
Okay,
retreat
got
mode,
it.
but not quite that bad. I should
Shag.
shave it.
Dude, bald is beautiful, man.
Yep. I'll grow to love it because it's gonna happen to me.
John,
I have a
listen,
right now.
I was in the live in Iron Antlers, and John's like, "Put the hat back on." So that's why I'm wearing a hat. So people
The
don't
shine-
like the
the shine
bald.
is
I like the bald.
Right?
So, yeah, another thing, Lou, who's your guest this week? You got a guest Friday?
No guest. I didn't know if I was going to make one this week, but yeah, it's hard to get people.
You don't even know how hard it can be.
Yeah, because everybody's doing. It's not that they don't want to come on; they just have other things going on. So I'm trying to make a show where I don't have to rely on somebody, and maybe make it a little bit more interesting, and maybe like a little historical segment or something. I don't know.
I like getting to know people. I think that's the best part about having guests and getting people in here. You get a chance to get to know people. This was the first time tonight, with Dustin, that I've ever invited somebody that I've never had a conversation with. So I wasn't, all I knew is that I thought it was really cool that it was a family-owned treasure shop, 3 generations running it, and they all love treasure hunting. I thought that was a really cool kind of an angle for the whole thing. But I wasn't sure, what I was getting today, and pretty solid guy. It's really hard for any small business to stay open anymore. And I felt like that, hopefully we could do something to help them a little bit.
Thank you, Jim. Jim knows the deal.
Yeah, these big mammoth companies are taking over everything. Everything. When I say everything, I mean everything.
Yeah, you remember when you had all your family grocery stores and then Walmart come to town, and slowly but surely each one of them little family chains quit, and then Walmart, or
Gone. Yep.
for us, it's Walmart and Kroger's the only two that survived.
Walmart, like they swallowed everybody up.
I mean, yeah, just imagine, with the online community, like, and don't get me wrong, I love Calico. Calico's been really solid to me, but if you had a local treasure shop in town, I can't imagine how hard it would be to keep the doors open. And it's probably not feasible to keep the doors open. Sometimes it's probably costly. You know what I'm saying, to keep running a business. Hey, I got one I got to add here really quick because
It's Cal.
this is the one that's this is this is Steeler Stacker. He's the
Oh,
one that is
this guy.
going to
Hey, what's up,
on
brother?
out Saturday with doing the Wheel of Death, and he's got 3 prizes that he's adding in for Dawn.
This guy's awesome.
What's your
Yeah.
first name?
It's Brian. Hey, I'm Steeler Stacker, aka Brian McSturdy.
All right, Brian. Well, it's nice to meet you. I was glad to. I used to be a subscribe to your channel, but to be honest, I guess I just didn't watch it for a while, and it took it away from me.
Yeah, YouTube's algorithm will do that if you don't participate often. It'll you'll lose subscribers all the time. It happens to me. I drop subscribers constantly.
So you're basically are you the silver stacker and you do the meltdowns and make your own coins and stuff, or you just stack silver and what do you do?
Stack silver, yes. I do an auction on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. I got into that about a year ago. Started just buying and selling. Gave me something to do. Like you guys go out metal detecting, and I used to do that at one time too with a friend of mine who had passed away, and then I kind of lost interest in it. But just like I still have my detector though, and just getting back with you guys about a week now, it's like it's lighting a fire. But so just going out and buying things throughout the week in my area, and then I have an auction. It gave me something to do in my life. So for about a year now, I was doing nothing but going to work, coming home, hanging out. And now I'm like busy all the time. So it's better to be busy than sit around and just turn into mud.
Well, thank you for helping Dawn out. That's huge for somebody to step up. She hadn't said anything yet because we all would probably have found a way to kick in there. But Dawn, she frequents a lot of different channels, and it's really cool. And then adding prizes to it. Definitely, you're going to see my name on the wheel quite a few times. So,
all right, cool.
Can you just make sure that I'm the last one on the list? Can you do that for me?
Yeah. If it works out that way, that'll be awesome to see, man. One person gets to win the main prize, but we're late. We're calling it 15 winners, but while I was sitting here waiting to decide what I was going to do when I came up, I decided to add another one. So there's going to be 16 winners now.
Nice, Shane. I got 10.
And maybe more.
You got 10 entries. Man, I got 9 right now, I think.
There you go.
Where can we enter, guys?
The video's on my channel, and it says donation wheel, a death to help Dawn the Metal Detective. And in the video description, it tells you all the stuff you need to do, because you send everything to her. She texts me who got on daily list. I put them on the wheel, so I don't have to do it all the last day. I did that before. That's crazy.
Hey, can you put that video on there right now?
Yeah, I dropped.
I just put in the chat Dawn's Cash App. For every $5 you get an entry on the wheel.
Yeah. And then she'll text me. I drop it on the wheel. We're going to go live Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern, because there'll be a lot of last minute stragglers, and that'll help her out too. And then at 7 o'clock, we'll just close the door, and it'll be what it'll be at that point. We'll spin the wheel and have fun. We'll have a lot of fun giving stuff away. It's cool. So it's not going to be like the last 15 or 16 now. My spots are going to be, because that's down at the bottom of the wheel. So I'm not going to tell you where they're going to be, but it'll be here. We'll spin the wheel. Boom. Somebody will get something. Spin the wheel some more. Somebody will get something. But the last 15 or the last 12 are guaranteed to get something. The last 12 in the wheel are getting something from Dawn. My spots will be like randomly throughout the time we're doing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, very cool. And thanks for joining in here today, coming up and hanging out. I'm sure we'll all be over there Saturday night to check it out. And we'll see how emotional we can make Miss Dawn get anyway.
Yeah, right.
Because she is definitely an emotional creature.
That's easy to do.
I had the pleasure. I've had the pleasure to spend an evening with her and her husband, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed them. So
Oh,
I'm
cool.
just really glad that you helped out.
Yeah, she's a good soul, man. She's a good supporter of my channel. That's the least I could do for her.
Right on.
Right.
You're awesome, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, Brockton. Cool.
No problem.
Well, you guys have a good night, man. And it's all on my channel. Go check it out and get a hold of her.
When is your live? When is your next live?
Saturday I'll be live, but then my next live's on Tuesday.
There you go.
Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Everybody, check out this guy. He's awesome. Seriously, you'll love his streams.
Yeah, I have a good time. I try to have fun anyway. It all depends on how hard of a day I work at work is how entertaining I can be. But yeah,
put your link out so everybody can sub to
did
you.
earlier. I got the entry video up right now, and when he puts the link back up there, I'll get it again and pin it for a minute. But
guys,
definitely everybody
subscribe
in here,
to him. Yep,
check out
subscribe
thanks, man.
and put the notification on.
Yeah, but thanks for giving me the information to be on here, Brockton, because he emailed me earlier today about coming on here and a couple other places. I'll definitely check them out too, man. Cool.
No doubt, absolutely.
Thanks.
Oh, FL Thunder and Mayor. I told him about and Squatch and something. Who else?
I've been on
and
Mayor's channel a few times. I've been on his channel a few different times.
Yeah, you've been on Squatch. You like Squatch, yep.
Yeah, Squatch is cool. That's tomorrow night. I can't wait to go on there and watch it.
Yep, he has good lives.
Yeah, that was fun last week.
Man,
my cat.
All right, man.
That dryer is taking forever to shut off.
You guys have a good evening, man. I'll let you all hang out.
Nice to meet you, Brian.
All right,
see you, brother.
See you guys later, man.
There
that's not your dryer, bro. That's my cat.
That was my dryer. Steeler Stackers channel. Brockton, I'm just telling you, man. My son takes after me. Oh man, Mary's so harsh. I mean, she just beats me nonstop with a stick. I'm glad I don't live near Michigan because she whips on me.
Yeah, she tears me and John a new one too. I mean, that's just Mary. And everybody has to understand. I tried explaining that the other night, on Iron Antler. Mary is Mary. So don't everybody take her to heart thinking that she's messing with anybody and everybody's going to be like mad at this girl, whatever. Don't put her in timeout. She's an awesome lady and she just is Mary.
Mary's pretty cool. I like Mary.
Yeah.
But she does beat me with a stick, so it's all good.
At least it's a stick, bro.
Yeah. Lou, you going out to Texas this weekend, or is it too cold for you now?
I think we're getting like a wintry mix tonight.
Mary is a
play
boss.
It by ear.
Play it by ear.
Play it by ear.
But yeah, I wish I got an opportunity to go to Florida this early in the year. It's not going to happen because it's just not going to happen this year. Right now, we're paying on 2 mortgages. So, also, you know what? I got another one to hit up really fast.
Michigan Magnet.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's true, Tanner. But everybody, Tanner's he's went the road of TikTok, but his channel is only his metal or his magnet fishing channel on YouTube is less than like 800 hours from being monetized. And, I hate to see him give up on that, especially when his videos are so well done and put together. So everybody go over and hit a playlist for Tanner tonight before you go to bed when you walk away. I want to see if we can get him back going towards that because what he does with his videos is really good. That was the first magnet fisher that I watched. So
every time I turn on TikTok, his video was on my feed.
Him and Jason up there.
Motor City Magnet fishes all over TikTok and
Sonia
and Facebook and Instagram. It's crazy.
Oh
His wife posts everything on his.
Yeah, so
she's dedicated.
No problem, Tanner. I don't want you to get discouraged. I know that with as many subscribers that you had, and that it's kind of frustrating that you're not getting your hours. But we're going to go ahead really fast, and we're going to keep adding them on tonight. Man, they just keep showing up one at a time here. But there's Menardo.
Hey,
he is right there.
Rob.
What's up?
How we doing, guys?
How you doing, man?
Oh my goodness, this
Doing well, brother. You look like you got a little bit of a hairdo going on today. What's up?
A little bit.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you got a problem with your hair, bro?
Got the Kojak looking going on there.
How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, man.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about it, but I'm going to get a chance to spend at least a couple days with Mr. Rob in April on neutral site, basically, not on his home turf, not on mine. We're going to go out and get to spend a couple days in digs. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Detecting smile. Make Rob laugh.
They just want to hear my laugh. That's it.
You remember that cartoon dog, Smedley?
Yeah, my mother used to say, "I hope you don't laugh like that when you're out in public." Well, yeah, Mom, I do.
Dude, he sounds like that dog Smedley, that cartoon dog. If somebody wants to look him up, I'll play a video. But
Smegley?
Smedley.
Smegly.
Watch it,
Yeah, I guess
Rockman.
I probably do actually.
Dude.
Okay. Oh boy.
Oh man.
I'm
If you
looking.
can play the audio and just ramp it up, it's hilarious. He sounds just like it when he's cracking up.
Don, I did do the Brockton look when I shaved my head for the raise the money for Feeding America during the beginning of COVID. I had a beard bigger than Brockton's, and my hair was
Sorry.
man. I come on here and I get abused, man.
Okay. All right, the list is growing, man. I got to get more up in here with us tonight. There's Mr.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear.
I'm getting t-shirts
Here
made.
we go. I don't know if that's him or the video.
Oh my God. Peter, how you
My
doing?
eyes are watering.
I'm doing good.
Yo, he's good.
I have come to my talk with God, and I realize that I've been put on this earth just for entertainment for other people. Okay, that's my purpose here in life. All right.
Oh my God.
I'm
Rob,
crying.
hey man, we can't make Sean laugh too much because he'll be sucking on that inhaler because he won't be able to breathe for too long.
I felt bad doing it with Brewer with those busted ribs.
Oh, jeez. That's pretty good.
Loud. That's why I do lives in my car, guys. I
Muttley.
can't be too loud.
That's what it is.
No. So in case anybody hasn't heard or not, I've been moving, so it's been kind of rough. But Peter are down here won mine and Alex's 1,000 subscriber giveaway.
Yes.
He won a custom NFL jersey with a logo however he wanted it. Damn it, y'all are killing me.
Oh God.
Hold on.
I'm doing that clip, but it's hilarious.
So we've officially jumped the shark today. We're off in no man's land. This is what I told you I was afraid of when Brockton Magnifier shows up.
Oh, it'll go all to hell when Brockton shows
I
up.
just had to. I couldn't breathe. We're all gonna live till 133.
Dude.
What is that?
I don't know. I can't talk.
Steeler Stacker, yes, it is. How you doing, Venture DeLow?
Yeah, how's it going, Mr. Cal? I love that video you did with that T-shirt for your daughter. That was really cool, letting her get up there like that. My niece in Illinois saw that and she got pissy. She was like, "What are you doing? Sending random kids T-shirts? Where's mine?"
Oh yeah, she wears it about once a week to school now. So,
Dude, cute as a button, brother. I enjoyed it. Yeah. So as I was saying, since Brockton disappeared for a second, Peter won that jersey. That was a very cool jersey. Alex had it. Alex did that all on her own. Had it made and shipped here. I got it. I just haven't got a chance to put it in the mail yet.
Did you see what I got on the back?
Yeah, it says detecting. But it was absolutely an awesome custom jersey, and it was she'd been planning on it for months, and he just happened to be the lucky winner that day. But it's a very cool deal. I was glad to see somebody that kind of came over from this community won, because it's always nice when that happens to people that you're used to.
I love watching that, because there's a delay, and I know that he's either going to be a happy camper or he's going to be on the. So I love watching it with the delay. It is hilarious to watch.
Yeah, her delay is a little longer than mine, so. But anyway, it was a lot of fun today. Man, I tell you what, it's been a while since we went to, just kind of throwing it out there, letting everybody come up and hang out. But it's a lot of fun to do every once in a while. Hey, everybody, if you haven't heard yet or you didn't hear me talk about it earlier, my guest next week it's going to be something really special. It's probably going to take the whole time that we got. But we can only start at the beginning with it. So the guy that did this, it's coming on next week. His name is Brack Rails, and Nick has been a part of his. Here we go, Brockton. Nick's been a part of his treasure hunt.
Squad up there.
And Nick has been part of his treasure hunt, and so they're doing this real live treasure hunt, and the winner gets $5,000. This is the guy that created it, got everybody all fired up to do it. And we're taking it for the first time. We're taking it to everybody. It's been going on since January. But there's a lot of recent events that have kind of been happening with it that I can't talk about yet, because I don't want to ruin it for anybody else, especially for the videos that they're putting out and doing. But this guy had this great idea, and it's going to be a blast. You're never going to live that down, Rob. You know that, right?
Well, you're the one that first mentioned that, sir. Nobody else
can't help it.
He was.
You tell me that ain't you. Tell me that you didn't get paid to do that voice.
I wish I was making that money, buddy. My dad looked a lot like Buddy Epson, and my friend would come over and he goes, he pulled me aside. He goes, you know, your dad looks just like Barnaby Jones. And my dad would go, yeah, I wish I had his money. So yeah, I wish I was making the Smedley money. Okay.
Hey, cool.
I can't imagine that the voice of probably a 60s or 70s cartoon character made that much money.
No, probably not. You're talking about a special guest, Shane. Not this coming Sunday, a few days from now, but the following Sunday, 10 days from now, I will have an extremely special guest live with me on the studio on my live stream.
That's going to be cool.
Folks will not want to miss.
I can't wait to see that.
It is going to blow people's minds.
Cannot wait to see it. We're closing in on the end of the night here. And I just wanted to thank all you guys for coming up and hanging out with me for the last half an hour or so. Dude, it's been a blast. I love it when you guys all pop up. We'll do her again. Probably in about 2 weeks, we'll make it pretty much an open mic night at the end. I like having shorter term guests and doing that because it makes the end of the night fun. You're gonna dream about that dog, Rob.
Well, here I'm gonna share something with you, Shane, that you can put on you can put this on the screen. Let me get it up.
Okay.
Oh God, you guys are funny.
I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight.
I'm gonna go to the hospital tonight.
What's up, Wicked? How's it going, Chris?
Hey, Cam, when you throw that magnet out, you got to find yourself one of these.
Whoa.
What the heck is that?
That's
Have you determined what it was? Looks like
Is that from Friday the 13th?
Looks like a claymore.
It's Jason's. It's Jason's knife.
No, that's
Is
a
it?
knife.
Yes, Jason's knife. Yeah, machete. That
I
thing's
can't do
huge.
an Australian accent.
Holy
Is it?
cow!
That's bigger than you. Jeez.
Never seen anything like that. Except for
That
what I
probably
showed
rang
before,
up
but
nice
that's pretty
on
darn
the
cool.
detector.
That's huge.
Yeah, we pulled that out Sunday.
Well,
Wow.
I put my knife away. You pulled that one out on me.
This is a knife.
Squatching after dark on Fridays. Hey, that's something else while we're waiting for Rob to get his things squared away. On the 24 hours of live stream, that is Friday, March 12th. I'm on at 10 o'clock that night. Lou, do you got a time slot for that?
I think I'm Saturday morning. I have to look at it again.
Anyway, I'm gonna try since they gave me the 10 o'clock hour. I'm gonna try to blow it up really big and have it as see how big I can make it. So I'm gonna promote, advertise. I'm gonna line up some guests for it. We're gonna have a good time on my hour for sure. Anybody else got one of those?
It's not letting me pull up the picture of my shaved head. It's only allowing me to pull up video clips.
Hey, can you bring up the picture of you looking like a lobster last year?
No, it won't let me. It won't let me pull up any picture whatsoever. Only video clips for some reason.
Huh. Dude, that's funny, man. I love beating on Rob with a stick.
It's so easy, isn't it?
Good thing it's a stick.
Oh,
Pull up video.
maybe it was
Why won't it
Muttley.
let me do pictures.
Muttley.
Hey,
I
Kevin's the
thought you
water
were smelly
frozen
too,
over
but
there,
it was
Muskegon?
Muttley.
I am not going to answer the Smedley.
Smegly.
Schmegly.
I don't know why I thought it was Smedley. It's actually Muttley.
I thought it was too when you said it. So.
Well, when I put up Smedley, he comes right up though.
Oh, Rob?
Maybe it's AKA.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Rob, that beach was packed with people. There's probably a lot of rings there.
Oh, Howard Park.
Clearwater.
Oh, you did go down to Clearwater.
Yeah, it was packed. Couldn't even walk.
Watch
Lou,
it.
it doesn't matter what beach we go to anywhere around Tampa Bay. And it doesn't matter if 10 guys hunting.
Being bad.
You're still going to find more at Clearwater Beach just due to the volume of people there.
I'm not gonna lie. I just got a cold chill when I read that, bro. Don't mess with me.
What? What'd he say?
Somebody behind you.
Standing behind
And
you?
standing behind him.
Tell us about your ghost there, Shane.
That's the next guest.
I wish.
It'll be a-
I'm not a paranormal believer per se, but my dog is absolutely thinks that there's something else in this house, and there's been some, for lack of a better term, some bad stuff that happened here over the years, and there's been a couple instances where he's been down. He won't come down the basement no more. He stays up. He basically stays in my bed, but yeah. He came down here. He was growling. I got it on video. It's on my Facebook page. He was growling, but he was looking past me to my left, like there was somebody behind me. Bust that out. I get it. Fuck you, sir. Anyway, so he's growling. His tail's stiff. He's not relaxed at all, and he's looking past me to my left as I'm holding the camera, and it's pretty weird. I've never been one of these people that's a believer. I think everything is like that Ghost Hunters International and all that crap that was just BS. You know, they're just trying to get ratings. That actually flipped me. That flipped me out a little bit watching his reaction, and he's been tense ever since we've been here. And now he just doesn't leave our bedroom. So I put 3 videos up on Facebook, and a dog. The basement down here is about 60 degrees, which is perfect for me. But dogs do not get cold at 60 degrees. I put a video out there with his teeth chattering. His teeth were chattering, and he was just
I saw
vibrating.
Wow.
And it's absolutely nuts. And when I take him out of here, when I put him on the leash and we go outside and we leave, his attitude changes immediately. We go to the old house to work and clean, and he's happy as a lark. As soon as we come back in this house, he goes and gets in bed and doesn't move for 5 hours. So it is what it is. Everybody suggested that I start hanging cameras in here and start recording and making paranormal videos, but I'm not going that far yet.
Do you have any freshly cemented walls or anything like that, or bricks that are out of place?
If there's ghosts in the house, I believe they're going to be cat ghosts because had a lot of animals that died in the house, is what we know.
Well, dogs like to chase cats, so.
Well, and that's the other thing he does. He patrols the extremities of the house. So he'll make a lap. If he's upstairs, he'll go to every room and see what he can see before he goes and lays down. It's like he's making sure there ain't nobody in the house. But he's never acted this way. He's just been a big oaf, kind of like Rob, just big lovable teddy bear. Now he's a paranoid schizo dog. So hopefully he chills out.
Well,
there you go.
Stress from the move too.
Well, and you know what? I thought I chalked up a lot of it to that, but I'm just not sure.
That's Brockton doing that.
No.
Dude, it's probably, if I had to guess out of the 3 that it could be right now, I'm going to say it's Lou.
Exactly.
What?
What?
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah. What?
What?
What did you say?
I can't. It won't. This stream won't let me pull up that bald-headed picture of me with the mohawk when I shave my head for charity.
You got it on your phone?
Oh no, that's like 2 years ago. I've already deleted that off my phone.
Can't delete anything on Facebook. It stays forever.
There it is.
Yeah, John. You know what? At some point, I may get into it a lot more. But there's been some really weird stuff that's happened here over the last 60 years. And some of it I don't even know. Oh, so when I tell you what, we're going to close it down in about 3 minutes because I've been up since 4:30 in the morning. But has anybody got anything they want to talk about coming up while they're still here? I think I already hit Lou on most of his stuff. Lou's Friday Night Live may or may not go off tomorrow night, and he will dig as soon as he feels like it and probably go live on TikTok. Brockton's handicapped, so he can't do a whole lot right now except for do cop chasing videos, which he's quit. So good job.
We're getting 3 inches of snow tonight, so I'll be doing more bench testing.
More bench testing for Peter.
Yeah.
Hey Lou, tell him what it's like down here in February, buddy.
Oh, I didn't want to leave. It's 80s. It gets a little cool at night, but it was beautiful.
Yeah. Cool's what? 60.
60, 65. Yeah.
Exactly. A little cool.
It's hard to leave.
Yeah.
Hey, West Michigan, we actually break the ice at about 55 degrees or 35, 40 degrees and go swimming. Right, Venture Delo?
Yep.
You break the ice and go swimming?
Hell, you're wearing shorts at 40 degrees here.
AZ Mort, nice to see you. Don't get to see you a lot anymore. Thanks for stopping in. Sorry, Internal Compass. This is a pretty good show tonight. Supporting a small business. Check him out, Wrays Treasure Shop. Let me go through some more of the comments here. James at Iron Antlers doing a 1,600 subscriber giveaway soon.
That's awesome.
Shane, can I do one plug for a sec?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna hop off, guys. I gotta put my kids to bed.
Good night, Lou. Thank you for stopping by.
Good night, guys.
My channel sponsor, Detector Warehouse, just sent me that baby.
Ooh, the Dragon.
Nice.
The new Dragon XT31. This is their own brand they're coming out with, and It retails. It's got a nice long 8-inch shovel head and really extra
Nice.
wide foot pegs. They're retailing this for $99.95. They just put it in their store today, and they gave me a $10 off promo code for Rob10. If you enter Rob10, you get $10 off and free shipping.
So, Rob, what's
Nice.
the length of that?
Do what?
What's the length on that?
31.
31. Okay.
But they're also
Rob-
coming out
Rob.
with later this summer. They're also coming out with the 36-inch model.
Rob.
It's made in USA in Texas. It's got like double welds here. It's got this incredible 2-spot weld. It's a little heavier than my Lesh, but I mean it's got super sharp teeth on both sides. And I mean this baby's built to go through some roots. I already had one person buy one on my stream the other night, and I'm offering anybody buys one with the discount code Rob10, the first 10 people, I'm also going to throw in a silver $50.
What's the girth of that?
It's like 5 1/4 here down to like 4 7/8. And quit being
Nice.
but yeah.
Brockton, you sound just like him. You know that, right?
He does. He does.
Catch on.
Oh my gosh.
I can't help it. I have asthma, so.
So I'm
When we
excited
get
about
going,
that. It's the first promo item I've ever been sent. It's the first item I've ever got free to test and do a review video on. And I got my own promo code with it. And every detector they sell, they do free shipping, and they send you 5 free items with your detector. So
That's cool. That's really cool.
I've been very happy with them.
Nice.
That's actually excellent, dude. Hey, anybody else before we knock it off today? I know Cal's still
Ryan,
cold up there. He's not doing a whole lot right now.
Well,
And
Kratos,
Brockton can't do nothing.
Kratos Magnetics is back in
Shut
stock with a bunch of their magnets. So
Did they get
That
any
one-
more 38s in? The 3800s?
no, I think they had the Titans in last night, if I remember right.
Yeah,
I got the
that's
Athena yesterday.
what?
I got the Athena yesterday, last night.
Oh,
Well, I didn't want to go too powerful, but you know, I'm still new to it. I might take off a
My
finger.
son's pulling all kinds of stuff out with that. So
Oh, your son.
I love the 3800. It's been a blast. I actually feel like what the bottom of the river feels like when I throw it in, because you just know. I mean, you really do. When you grab something, you keep it too. So I like it.
I think I need to build up to the bigger magnet. I got to start small and work my way up. So
That's what I did.
I got the training wheels on.
I was frustrated with the 800. I didn't like it that much.
I
So
can imagine.
yeah, the clamps and the 360s are it's a total difference than a single and a double. So I mean, if you get into the clamps and the 360s, you're pretty much all set.
I think you're better off just spending your money, getting the big boy, and going from there. The only reason you need the other smaller magnets just to kind of test the water to see, if you want to throw your magnet in a spot, you want to throw your expensive magnet in a spot. It's a lot easier to lose a $70 or $80 magnet as opposed to a $200 one.
Yeah, I always throw my my double $40 double-sided magnets in and test new waters. After that, that's when the big ones come out.
I should have thought of
That's
that. I
good
need a new magnet to find the 2 magnets that are still sitting in the water that I lost.
No, what you do is
I
you
need
take
a
piece
magnet
of
to
steel.
go fishing for my magnets.
No, you take a piece of steel, tie it to the rope, and throw it in and find your magnets.
Oh,
that
I
makes
never
sense.
thought of that.
There's a hack. There's a trick.
That
There
is
you go.
that's excellent.
I all my window weights that I keep finding, the old window weights, because I got the nice hole in them. I tie those on the ropes and throw those in.
Oh, that's great for me. Absolutely.
Man, I would have never thought of that. Well, see, I don't magnet fish much because it's always an epic fail. So
Or you
Or
just use
Matter of fact, my
another
last
magnet. Or you
magnet-
use another magnet like Danny Dip did and get his magnet back.
you can do
Did
that
you guys
too,
see
but
that
if
one?
you have a old garden rake,
That was
you tie the rope to the
crazy.
garden rake, so you got a 18-inch wide span or 12-inch wide span. You throw that in, you usually catch them too. If you roughly
Well,
know the
it's-
area
it's
you
in-
lost them in.
it's in some oyster shells, so it got hung up. So I couldn't put something like a rake in because it would just get hung up too.
Okay.
But a flat piece of steel would be a really good idea.
Mhm.
there you go, Cal. Answer that question for Mort.
The top 3, I'd probably, depends on if you want to go clamp or 360. The Titan is just, it's just insane. I mean,
I agree.
that's everybody's been hitting the Titan. I think it's the Athena, the 2400 360 is the step down, which is a lot easier, a lot lighter to throw out, a little easier to get it unstuck. And then I'd go with the 2400 clamp.
2 of the 3 I got.
There you go.
Nice.
So I go with the 360.
That dude, I love it. I've only got to throw it like 4 trips on my own, but it's been a blast.
Yeah, but I have the Titan, I have the 2400 360, I have the 2400 clamp, 3800 clamp, and the 1400 clamp. They all have their purposes. Right now, with our water flooding, with all the ice melting, the snow melting, everything, the river's flooded. It's moving fast. That 3800 Kraken sits right on that bottom, and you can drag it right upriver. And it does not try to float or nothing. It just sits right on the bottom. The 2400s and all that, they're kind of floating a little bit. You can kind of, as you start pulling, you kind of feel it go up in the water. So you got to let some slack in the rope, and it drops back down. But most of the time with the Titan and all that, that's the main one I use. But there's times I get like steel pipes or some kind of rounded metal that the Titan keeps popping off. I'll throw that 2400 clamp in there, and it'll bite right on it and come right out.
Oh.
All right, there you have it.
More advice.
All right, guys, and you know what? I was gonna say that this magnet fishing community has been unbelievable this last 6 months. Every one of these guys in the magnet fishing community has been so supportive and helpful, and I enjoy most every single one of them. I feel like they're in here just as much as the metal detectors are anymore, and I love it. But
fired up. Now I want to get into
yeah,
it.
Let's all hold hands and sing Kumbaya
kumbaya.
by your fireplace with the guy standing behind you,
Yeah,
Is that a guy or a girl? I can't tell.
touching you in the back of your neck.
man,
Can
y'all are asking for it.
You can feel that. Touch his neck.
Ooh.
Touch his neck. Play with his hat. Like flip his hat off.
Oh, look
Flip
at
his
that.
hat off.
Fire's
Oh,
roaring.
moved.
Look at that.
Ghost, flip his hat off.
Nice.
We want to see it. We want to see the action.
You know what? You know what the best part about when you're running your own stream is? You absolutely want to know what the best thing is?
You can knock Brockton off of it.
He is not going to be happy about that.
He's laughing. He don't care. Hey, I will. Everybody that was in here tonight, thanks for stopping by. Support Wrays Treasure Shop, WRAY' Treasure Shop. Catch them on Facebook or the WraysTreasureShop.com. Everybody that came up here today, click on their channel. Support Steeler Stacker and helping Don the Metal Detective this Saturday. I will see every one of you guys next week. Peace.
See you folks on